Something is going on with Diddy, and this time, it's not just another headline, it's a federal case, a brutal one. And right at the center of it, a name you probably didn't expect to resurface this loudly, Cassie. But what's unraveling behind courtroom doors is stranger than anyone anticipated. Identities are being hidden, testimonies are being blurred, and the legal system is being pushed to its limits just to make this trial possible. But the question remains, what exactly is going on here, and why does it feel like this is only the beginning? It started like a whisper, rumors, whispers, sealed documents. Then suddenly, it exploded. Diddy, once regarded as a music mogul with untouchable influence, is now at the center of a federal case involving sex trafficking. The allegations are not just explosive, they're deeply disturbing. 4 victims, 1 case, and one of them is Cassie. But here's where it gets strange. Cassie isn't hiding. In fact, she's ready to testify in open court, pregnant, visible, and determined. Meanwhile, the other 3 alleged victims, they're being kept anonymous. So anonymous they won't even use initials, just pseudonyms. The kind of anonymity usually reserved for minors or national security witnesses. Why the secrecy? And why is Cassie stepping into the spotlight while others are kept in the shadows? Most people wouldn't dare, but Cassie isn't backing down. In this case, she's listed as victim 1. But there's no need to guess. Everyone knows it's her, she's the star witness, and she's about to take the stand publicly, despite her pregnancy and the emotional toll it's bound to take. It's not just brave, it's historic. Very few women have taken on a powerhouse like Diddy in such a public and vulnerable way. Even fewer have done so while carrying a child. But that's not the end of the story, it's only the beginning. Victims 2, 3, and 4, we don't know who they are. And if the government has its way, we might never find out. The federal team insists they'll testify, but under pseudonyms. Not initials, not Jane Doe, full-on pseudonyms, as if their very identities are too dangerous to reveal. That raises serious legal questions. Can a jury judge credibility without seeing someone's face? Can a defendant confront their accuser if their accuser isn't even in the same room? Legal experts are divided. Some say this opens the door to a major appeal, others argue it's necessary for protecting survivors, but one thing's certain, this trial is unlike anything we've seen before. The defense team isn't having it. According to insiders, Diddy's lawyers are calling the anonymous testimony impossible, and they might have a point. In court, it's not just about what you say, it's how you say it. Juries don't just listen, they watch. They look for hesitation, micro-expressions, shaky voices, nervous glances. All of it plays a role in determining the truth. If the witnesses are testifying from behind a screen, or even from a different room with blurred video, how can a jury possibly trust what they're hearing? It's a legal nightmare, and one that could flip the entire trial on its head. Here's the real danger. Under the United States Constitution, every defendant has the right to confront the witnesses against them. It's non-negotiable. If Diddy's team can argue that this right was violated, the entire trial could be at risk of collapse, even if he's convicted. And guess what? That's exactly what his lawyers are preparing to do. Even if the feds secure a conviction, the defense could argue that anonymous testimony from adults violates Diddy's constitutional rights. They'd likely appeal, possibly win, and that would drag this case out for years, maybe even lead to a mistrial. So why take that risk? The answer might be more strategic than anyone realizes. For prosecutors, it's a balancing act. They want justice, but they also need cooperation. And for some of these alleged victims, anonymity was the price of participation. It's been said that the feds agreed to keep their identities hidden in exchange for their testimonies. If that's true, exposing them now could shatter the entire case. So the government is stuck. Honor the agreement or risk losing it all in court. This isn't just a legal case anymore, it's a fight between privacy, power, and the pursuit of justice, and the line between those things is getting thinner by the day. Cassie's story is more than just emotional, it's explosive. She claims she was abused, manipulated, and silenced. And now, for the first time, she's going to say it all, under oath, in front of a jury, with cameras rolling and the world watching. What she reveals could change everything, not just for Diddy, but for the music industry, for other survivors, and for anyone who's ever been afraid to speak up. This trial isn't just about one man's alleged crimes, it's about what happens when powerful people are finally forced to face the consequences of their actions. And what happens next, it could shock everyone. As the trial inches closer, the questions keep piling up. Will Cassie's testimony break open the case? Will the anonymous victims be allowed to stay hidden? Will Diddy walk away? Or will this be the moment his empire finally crumbles? One thing's for sure, this isn't just another celebrity scandal, it's a battle for truth, for justice, and for the voices that were silenced for far too long. Stay tuned, because this story, it's far from over.